Okay, so what I was just about to say is I'm looking down here at this corner to know which side of the object that I'm looking at to make sure I'm doing this correctly. Okay, so shift, toggle it, delete. Okay, so now I'm going to turn off this isolate select. Get out of component mode. And let's see if I made these overlap at all, which I bet I have. So the front to the right. Looks like they have one set of overlapping faces. So probably don't want that to happen. So I'm going to select both of these. And just delete those faces so they can't overlap. Okay. And then do the same thing for front left. Where they overlap, I'm going to delete the faces. Because we don't want it to be ambiguous with the animator selecting, right? If you have two patches that overlap, then the animator's not going to know which one they got. Okay. So then we'll have to do let's see, the top. Yeah, the top and the bottom aren't overlapping with the controls. That's good. So let's go to the back. Make sure they don't overlap. Looks like they do. Right here. Delete that. Go to the back, the right. I think we have to delete that part as well. Okay. So there's our control patches. Okay. So if I select all of these, there's our controls. Okay. That's just what we wanted. Now, right now, we just select this and it doesn't do anything. So we need to actually make them perform like a control. And in essence, these really are selection patches, and they redirect our selection to the control. And so all of our real controls can remain hidden, but we can select where we want to on the mesh in order to grab the correct control that we want. Okay, and then just so I don't forget, it's crossing my mind, if we turn on edges right now, nothing special happens, but as a rigger, you would want to make sure that you change the display setting and show border edges. Okay? And then, let's see, we need to increase the edge width. That should have updated. Why is that not updating? Let's see. Well, it's being weird on me. So that should have worked. Oh well. Anyway, we'll have to come back to that, I guess. So, in order to get this to work as these patches to work like controls, first thing we need to do is we need to make sure we can't select the original sphere. Right? We don't want the person to be able to select that. And so we select the original, and we go to the shape, and we go to display settings, drawing overrides, enable drawing overrides, and display type, change that to reference. So now they can see it, but they cannot select it. but they can select these patches. Okay, and then just so you can see what's going on, if I grab this top joint and move it around, the sphere changes shape like it's supposed to, but so does the top control. Because the sphere, the original sphere, is telling this top control what to look like. Okay. Now, we need to grab a couple of scripts. I'm not going to go through the scripts in great detail, but they're necessary in order to get this to work. So, I have another instance of Maya open. Go to the script editor, and we need to grab this entire script here. Let's see. We just need these lines here, so I'll copy those. Go to the script editor. Actually, I didn't have to copy them because they're both instances of Maya. Okay. So I'm going to delete these lines up here we don't need. And so basically what you need to do is we need to run both of these procedures. But this procedure, you don't need to change anything in it. This one right here. Okay, the node in selection procedure. You don't need to change it. The one that you need to change is you need to create a line for each of these objects. So the node in selection. We need to change this to say top control. And the second one is the object that you want it to select instead. So anytime I click on the top control, it's going to select top, which is the joint that I want it to select. And so we'll do the same thing. We'll have bottom control, and we'll have it select bottom. Okay, and we're going to copy in this line and just paste it so we have enough for each of our controls. This is front. The order doesn't matter. Okay, we got back. We got left and right. Oops, undo that. Don't press enter. You'll erase your script before you're done. Okay. So now that I've got all that done, what I need to do is I need to run both of these procedures. So I select them both and then press enter. And that's going to execute them without erasing them. Okay? And then after I do that, I'm going to select this line and run it. Okay, so I select it and run it. And now, when I select, oh brother, I chose my naming wrong. Okay, so I need to rename these joints to underscore joint. Okay, so it says here. Let me show you the error that I got. This may be important. It says error: more than one object matches name top. So it doesn't know which object to select alternately. So here's what I have to do. So I just got to rename all these to underscore joint. And then I'll have to go through and adjust my script. Copy. Okay. And paste.